Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I'm your host Chris from BeerGeekNation.com. Thanks for joining me once again. We're doing another collaboration beer here. Quite frankly, 3 of my favorite breweries are involved with this one. Green Flash, Pizza Port / Port Brewing, and Stone Brewing got together and they said, hey, let's make a Scottish Ale. Okay. So you figure, hey, it's going to be this hot bomb of a Scotch Ale. They talk about how you're expecting that, and they went completely against the grain. They created a traditional Scotch Ale, coming in at 8.8% limited availability. Now, Scotch ales and Scottish ales are actually 2 different things. Scottish ale tends to be, a malty, kind of a malt-forward beer on the lower ABV, about, they say around 6 to 7-ish and below, usually in the 4 to 5. Scotch ale is actually a higher ABV version of that, basically, 7.5 on up. And then you get into wee heavy territory, which is like 9.5, 10 up. But with that said, they're considering it a Scotch Ale. It's the Highway 78. With that said, I'm really curious about this one. Let's get in glass, let you know how it smells, tastes, and give you guys a verdict on the Highway 78 from Stone, Green Flash, and Pizza Port. All right, so the appearance on the Highway 78, very traditional to the style. Dark mahogany red, off-white, kind of khaki head, about a finger's worth of head on there. Really nice carbonation, crystal clear. You can see right through it. Just beautiful hues of blood red, mahogany red coming through, depending on how the light hits it in these curvy glasses. Nice alcohol feed on there, nice head lacing. Just a very traditional looking Scotch Ale. The aroma on the Highway 78. Wow, that is awesome. Big bready notes. Caramel, toffee are the dominant characters in this one. It's literally like opening one of those caramel chews and smelling it. Touch of alcohol, big breadiness. There's a biscuit kind of quality to it. Slight dark fruits in there. I'm getting a slight raisin, kind of raisin bread character to it. Yeah, but it smells dead on to what a Scotch Ale should smell like. Caramel, toffee, breadiness, spot freaking on. Right, the taste on the Highway 78. That is surprising. That is a very surprising beer. First of all, to the style, it's pretty much dead on, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting a Scotch Ale with a bunch of like citrus notes and piney notes. Not getting that at all. With that said, though, there is a slight hop bitterness right at the front of the tongue where it should be. Middle of the tongue, the malt in this thing just takes over. Big caramel, toffee, breadiness just coating the mouth, sticking around, not letting you forget it. Back of the finish is actually a little bit sweet. I was expecting a dry finish, not getting that. A little bit sweet. I'm getting kind of those caramel and roasted notes in the aftertaste. Yeah, 8.8%. I'm not tasting any of the alcohol. There's a nice kind of sweetness to it, a nice almost a fruitiness to it. It reminds me a lot, actually, of Skull Splitter, which is a huge compliment coming from me. That's one of my favorite Scotch ales. Just great stuff. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Highway 78 from Stone, Pizza Port, and Green Flash. I'm going to give this one an A. 3 great breweries, 3 San Diego breweries kind of coming together to create a Scotch Ale of all things. I didn't know what to expect, but honestly, this is pretty much spot on to the style. If you look Scotch Ales up in the style guidelines, this is it. Big bready notes, caramel notes, toffee notes, 8.8%, so it is on the high. It's not extremely drinkable, but there's a ton of mouthfeel. You don't taste any of that alcohol, so it does kind of sneak by you. Nice carbonation to kind of clean the palate and everything. It's just a clean, drinking beer, and I really have nothing bad to say about it. It's just, I'm glad they did it. I think it's kind of a big FU to the status quo of what everyone thinks, anyone from San Diego should be brewing, and that's awesome that they decided to do that. So with that said, guys, definitely check this one out. It's Highway 78, the Scotch Ale, limited availability. I can get it on the East Coast, so you should be able to get it if you can get their collab stuff. But with that said, it's getting an A from me. Remember, life's too short. Drink, make some beers. Cheers.